All right. Good afternoon, everybody. David E. Taylor, you're a piece of shit. See, you. This is you. You are a piece of shit. This guy right here. See, everybody? David Taylor, false prophet, scam artist. This guy right here. David Taylor, piece of shit. All right. What I'm going to talk about today, guys, it's been brewing, is ever since I watched that video on The Real Accountant Reacts, David Taylor's tax forms, how he said he was hiding assets, basically the taxable income. Okay, $30,000 in clothes that was never taxed. That should have been taxed. Okay, and then here's the other thing: it's the properties. This is where David is hiding his assets. But what I found out is some of the properties are rentals. They don't own some of them. So David, the whole, again, in the apartment complex, I'm going to kind of touch on that too. Is the fact that you're overpaying on an apartment complex, dude. That's just moronic, dude. Nobody overpays on an apartment. You're trying to get some kind of tax break on that, and you're not going to. You have it listed as one of the offices for the ministry, but that's all part of your scam. Nobody lives there. I've confirmed that. I've put eyes on that for a couple of weeks, actually. So I know nobody's staying there. Okay. So again, there's one part of your scam. That whole apartment, the one that you mentioned in the 2008 Victory Way Lane, it's still in the ministry's name, everybody, okay? It's still in the ministry's name. The rent is still being paid on it, and the rent is being overpaid. And this is an attempt to hide his assets, because the way the tax works is, okay, so if you guys have watched the video of The Real Accountant, he talks about the way, okay, why a lot of the mega preachers have these huge houses is because, say they have 10.2 million in assets, right, in money with the church, taxable income. Okay, Kenneth Copeland goes and buys a $10.1 million house. He's only getting taxed on $100,000. That's how it works. It's a shitty fucking thing. Like, I mean, I wish I could go do that, go buy a $10 million house and only be taxed on $100,000. But things need to change within our system to prevent scams like this within the church. And I don't mean to offend anybody, but our Facebook moderator, follow it, by the way. We do have a Facebook page, JMMI Cult Watch, where it's everything exposing David. Follow our page. See if you want information. There's some there. It's becoming bigger and bigger, and the more people that are exposing David, the more people we have aware of him, the better. I lost my train of thought here. Okay, so the whole taxes, I went over that. So yeah, David, what you're doing with that is you're just hiding your assets. That's it. And you're trying to get your taxable income as low as possible. That's what you're trying to do. That's why you're overpaying on your rent. So that way it doesn't show up on your balance sheet at the end of the year when you're doing your taxes. You want to show that as paid out in rent, but what's going to happen is the apartment's going to send you a check back for all the money that you overpaid, because if the IRS audits the apartments where you're living, it's going to show as an overage on their books, and that'll trigger an audit with the IRS on them, not you. That's what you're trying to hide, is an audit on yourself, and you're trying to push the audit off to the apartment complex, which is a fucking shitty thing to do, dude. So there, part of your scam. Another part of your scam I just found out recently is how you do it, David, is you actually had you were pulling people's credit checks at one time, trying to find out who had the best credit. And what I found out is that La Marcia actually has the best credit. Maybe not right now, but she did at the time. And you did this to numerous people, Tony, Michelle. I'm probably sure you did it to Kia. Probably sure you did it to Rebecca, Steve, Joseph. Pulling everybody's credit but your own, because you can't fucking get any credit, dude. Guaranteed, if you tried to get a line of credit, your fucking application would probably just fall apart, dude. You can't get credit, which is why you're having everybody else pull lines of credit. And again, it's not illegal. It's not illegal for people to pull lines of credit, I mean, if they want this guy to defraud them, hey, more power to you guys, man. David is going to do nothing but fuck up your credit line in the long run. La Marcia, Ashley, all you guys, man. I'm telling you, nothing good will come out of this. David will fuck up your financial life. He will bury you financially, and just say, oh, nothing. Ask Michelle. I don't know where the money went. Ask Michelle. Ask Ashley too, and LaMarcia. You need to ask those two. Okay, so back to the new residential center, the new mansion. So the 1302 Wild Horse Meadows, his new mansion. I'm trying to find out it makes me wonder where he got all that money. Donor money. You know, you didn't file your taxes past 2017. You know, and you're a non-for-profit, and you have to supply those, David, and you haven't. You haven't supplied those. And you're a church. You're claiming to be a non-profit. You have to present those to the public by law. By law. So I'm still trying to locate your last set of taxes, and I can't find them anywhere. And I don't know why the IRS hasn't busted down your door yet and shacked you up. I can't wait for the day that happens. I cannot wait for the day that happens. And I hope somebody's there to witness it and fucking video it and put it on YouTube, the fact that you got locked up. Okay, so hiding assets, the stage. That's where else you're hiding your assets, in that stage. Ridiculous. Dude, that is the stupidest idea, David. Dumbest idea ever. And you're probably running around the mansion being like, I'm going to save 20 million souls everywhere. I'm going to have all these people out in the outdoor arena and save 20 million souls all at one time. Doesn't happen, David. You're talking about curing cancer and shit, dude. Doesn't happen. You're a liar. False prophet. You're selling people hope, David. That's what you do. You sell people hope. You sell the most vulnerable hope, David. That's what you do. The most vulnerable people. You sell them hope. You manipulate them. You love bomb them. You brainwash them. And then you shit on them. Like your natural state, David, is probably when you're sleeping at night, laying down like a sack of shit. That's your most natural state. Like you've been raping people's souls for years, David. and a lot, recently people have been telling me, hey, you're doing fine. You're doing good. And because in the long run, a lot of people throughout this have kept me in check emotionally because they know what's going on here. They know what we're dealing with. And I want to thank everybody for that. Thank you. Because sometimes you guys, it means more to me that you guys put me in check mentally and emotionally and make sure that I'm not getting off track from what I'm doing. So thank you guys for that. David, you created friendships out of this, so fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you for being a piece of shit, and like thank you for creating all these friendships. Thank you for creating all these friendships, because out of this, people that I hardly know are have followed and supported us through this. They know what we're dealing with, David. And they can't wait, like me, to see you put in jail, dude. I can't wait for that day. I really can't. When is it going to be? I don't know. When will it ever happen? I don't know. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, we think, a lot of us think we've seen the last of you, David, in your virtual arena crusade. Like, what are you going to do? Run more reruns? Are you actually going to come out? Or are you going to do your virtual arena crusade from your mansion? That makes sense why the U-Hauls were there. But maybe you're moving stuff out to Taylor, to go run your cult ministry there. But I don't know if the laws regarding COVID have eased up in Michigan or Missouri yet. So I don't know if you're allowed to go to church yet. I don't know if you can hold church, but I would think nobody could probably get into your church, David. It's going to be your main group that you're only going to let in, and then you're going to try and scam everybody else. Like your presence is on social media. That's where you want your presence to be known, as social media. But we're not going to let that happen. We've done this whole group has destroyed you. And you've destroyed yourself too, really. But you did a good portion of it just by sitting in that deposition and trying to act smart. Trying to act like you were smarter than that lawyer. Like you were smarter than everybody in the room. And you just went in there, bombed the deposition. That was on you, dude. You would have been better off saying, I don't know, through the whole thing. That's what you would have been better off doing. Saying, I don't know, through the whole thing, because then they couldn't have held you accountable. But again, you know everything that goes on. I found that out. That's everybody that I've spoke to says you know every square inch of that ministry. When money comes in, where it goes, when it's coming out, where it's going to. You know everything, David. You do. You're not going to play us for dumb, dude. We know you know everything about what's going on. We know you're money hungry. We know that's what you're all about is money. That's it. And your old channel that had like the Miracles in America and the Inheritance by Lineage University, you know, where you had the whole fucking room green, like that was, to me, that was a sign like you were just money hungry. And green is a sign of jealousy too. Green is the color for jealousy, just so you know. And David, money is the root of all evil. So for you being money hungry, it just shows that you're a narcissistic, arrogant piece of shit, you know, and that you're reading selected scripture. You don't read from your Bible, ever. I don't ever see you read from it. Very rare have I seen you read a Bible, David. It's all you do is you get up on stage, just walk back and forth, and you just spew your bullshit. But you're not doing anything live again. We're waiting for you to come out live. We can't wait. We want to see how just broke down you look. And I'm pretty sure that you're broke down right now. Like you, like the way you were trying to part your hair in your 7 Nights with the King. That shit was funny, man. You could see like these little parts up here. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it was like he was trying to part his hair up here. His implants must have been going haywire or some shit. But David, we want to see you live. We want to see how delusional you are. Please come out. Let us see you. Let us see you so we can see how moronic you are, how much of a scam artist piece of shit you still are, and how just broke down you are. We want to see it. I know you're not going to. You're not going to. I mean, we'd all be surprised if you did. We all think you've gone away now, finally. Now what we're going to do is work on the legalities of getting you put in jail. Okay? So just be prepared, man. I'm telling you, be prepared, David. Your world is coming down on you. It's going to happen. When? I don't know. Sooner than later, hopefully. I don't know. These things take time. But I'll wait. I'm patient. I'll wait. And I'll go on the hiatus for a while, and I'll just sit on the back burner. That way you don't know what I'm doing. That way, you know, never going to know, David. So, anybody has any questions, comments, concerns, leave them below, always. I want to say thank you to all the subscribers, you know, all you guys leaving comments and, you know, throwing clues out there to what could actually be happening. And, you know, a lot of you guys, somebody brought up that, what if David's in Korea trying to scam money over there? You know, I could see that happening, no doubt. I could see David going over to Korea to try and scam some of the rich Koreans, you know? Who was that left that comment? Jack Torrance II commented, "Do you think David gives his followers drugs? This lady seems like she's on an uppers to me." Dude, wouldn't surprise me. But no, David has his people take drug tests. But I'm pretty sure David does drugs. You know, it's pretty simple to see. No doubt. David, I think David likes downers though. He looks like a total downer person. Like just some of the videos where you see his eyes fucking rolling back into his head and I can't even keep his neck straight. Like, dude, that's like brownout syndrome, bro. David, you're a dead giveaway, dude. I could see you doing some H. No doubt. That was typical. That behavior, that looked like, again, opioid abuse there, dude. Rico May, I can't say that. Rico May, 1980. Better watch out drinking the Kool-Aid. David Taylor has lost his mind like Jim Jones. Jim Jones and David Koresh actually do the Bible and maybe twisted it less. Yeah. Koresh thought Koresh was, yeah, we won't go there. That was Jim Jones. Yeah, that's a whole other issue. But it's like almost David like trying to be, like it's like David wants to be a rock star almost. You want to be like a superstar, David. That's what you want to be. That's why you're building that big ass stage. Again, that stage is to compensate for your little penis. Keep that in mind. That's why you have that big ass stage. Dude, and that's fucking ridiculous, man. It's not going to fit anywhere. The only place it might fit is a football field. It might fit there. I'm trying to see that. Yeah, David, we have eyes on you everywhere right now, too. I just want you to know that. Everywhere. Everywhere you go, we're watching you. You think you're smarter? You think you're better than everybody? We have eyes on you. So again, any questions, comments, concerns, you guys leave them below. I just wanted to kind of vent this out and, you know, see what other people think about hiding assets. Why he's overpaying on his rent, you know? That's just kind of blatantly showing you that you're obviously scared. You know, you got something to hide. You're, you know, it's just pointless, David. Pointless for you to overpay your rent like that. All right, you guys, have a good day. David Taylor, you're a piece of shit, man. Give it up. Give it up. I'm going to keep doing these until I want you to take all your channels down, okay? Take your JMMI, your Ethan Capel, Stanley Cam. I want Katie Frazier to take her channel down. Jenny Janiak, LaMarcia, all you guys, Joseph, take all your fucking channels down. Take them all down and apologize. Put out a public apology. All of you, Michelle, Ashley, LaMarcia, Joseph, Steve, Kia, Katie, I want all you guys to put out a public apology to all the fucked up shit you guys have done to people. I'll take my channel down once you guys do that. How about that? I will take my channel down. I put that on it. I'll fucking put that on skin. You guys take your channels down, take all your shit down, put a public apology out, I will take my channel down. Okay? That's the terms. If not, I'm going to keep blasting out your public information. I'm going to put out as much information as I can about you guys to keep informing the world that you're a scam artist and that you're a destructive leader. Okay? So keep that in mind, David, before you even think about doing anything. All right? Those are the terms. Take your channels down and put out a public apology to everybody. To all the people you said you could heal coronavirus, all the people you said you send in your chemo money, all the people that you've scammed, all the people that you have destroyed, manipulated, public apology to each one of them. By name, David. And I want you to apologize for what you did to them. Let's see if you can do that. You won't do it though, because you're a fucking piece of shit. So, those are my terms. Okay? Any questions, comments, concerns, you guys leave them below. Sorry for getting a little derogatory sometimes, but we're only human. So, you guys have a good day. David, you're a piece of shit.